we're coming to the end of a season.
Yep.
And we want to say welcome to our road to Camelot and basically what this season has brought us and what's coming up. So hang in.
This video is all about prepping and how we're going to get out of here this year. So more of that right after this.
No more work camping.
Yes, Don was saying this job was messing with my camping career. So yeah.
It's messing with mine too.
Yeah, so work camping, we are decided when we come back. We are coming back here next year, but we are not going to be doing the work camp thing.
No, we've decided it's time to honestly retire and just have some fun and enjoy. And as some of our friends are saying, we're coming back as real people this year.
Yeah. So we have 3 major points we're going to talk about in this video, and we hope to keep it relatively short. But the first point is about work camping. Pros and cons of work camping. Pros, at worst case scenario, it pays for your site and your utilities, and you put in a minimum number of hours in those scenarios. Like here at Sunflower, technically we should have only been putting in about 16 hours a week each.
Yeah.
On as far as in a perfect world.
When the season is fully open. Yeah.
And then we have all of the other amenities at our disposal for the rest of the time, and that's really good.
But
however, there are some cons.
We were very short-staffed this year as far as work campers and things, so all the work campers here were putting in some extra hours.
Yeah,
and it was a tough season.
It was a lot of work. Because it was the
first season and fully open after the pandemic.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot of people coming back. It was fun, don't get me wrong. We did work a lot.
Mind you, the jobs are not bad jobs. There's actually some really great jobs to be had here. Yeah. So I'm not saying don't work camp. For some people, this is a great way to be able to take advantage of a high-end resort and a fun resort, a party resort.
Oh, there's the magic word, party.
And not have to put a lot of money out. I mean, we definitely, it more than covered our site and utilities, and that's what it's designed to do. If any of you are thinking, wow, I would like to check out Sunflower, well, to tell you right now, there is a waiting list to come in as a normal person. From what I was told last I talked to them, there's over 40 people
on the
waiting list. Not waiting to come in, but on the waiting list. So that means there's got to be at least 40 sites that people don't want to come back before you get on.
Now, I don't know if that's for the more residential that are here longer, because it is a Good Sam Park.
Well,
and there is sites in the back that are like 2 weeks where you can come in and check it out.
Oh, yeah, you can test drive it for 2 weeks, definitely. But if you're thinking, no, we really want to stay there, and if you are considering work camping, you kind of get bumped to the front of the line. I mean, truthfully, they are short-staffed of work campers, and you put in a resume, as long as your resume and it looks good and you're not a crazy person.
They do background checks. They do it all, which is understandable.
Yeah, it is. There's a great chance of getting in as a work camper, and we're going to put the information below, but it's www.cal-am.com/careers. It takes you to the page where you can sign up as a work camper. Make sure you click on it. It's going to basically say food services. Click on that drop-down menu, pick Sunflower.
Cal-Am has a lot of parks, not only here in Surprise, but also in Mesa, Tucson,
California, Tucson,
Yuma. Yeah. So, if you don't want to be here at Surprise, there are other places you can go within the Cal-Am.
Anyways, enough of that for work camping, but just to let you know, the opportunities are there. We'd love to see you here next season. Next thing, we have to get ready to get out of here in a few weeks. So we have a lot of prep.
It's really hard when you've been kind of settled for a few months,
right?
And you get into that routine and things get kind of whatever, and I look around here and go, wow, I need to do some Super Duty spring cleaning and reorganizing and packing up our winter gear, bringing out our summer stuff out. So there's a lot to do.
There's a lot to do. And we have, we had a whole video on that a while last year about prepping, but just to reiterate, there are his and hers and both things. Dawn always has kind of taken charge of the inside. I've taken charge of the outside.
Right.
Here's a list of all my outdoor duties. And she'd be giving me a hard time, but I did quite a few. Check the ones that I've already done. Yeah, these are already done, but I still have quite a few to go. But I have a lot of outdoor duties, clearing out storage, shuffling things around so we're not traveling with stuff we don't need.
That's a biggie.
I already packed the fishing gear back into our travel.
Yeah, considering last year, we thought, I don't think we really need it. And we had so many wonderful opportunities to fish.
Yeah.
So, no, we're bringing the fishing gear.
So, Dawn does the deep clean on the inside, and there's a lot. What do we do that's kind of both of us? I don't know. Is there stuff we do both of us?
I think it's mostly making the decisions on what are we bringing, what are we leaving.
Exactly.
And
I'll help Dawn with
what are we getting rid of.
I'll help her with some of the indoor cleaning. She'll spot the ladders I'm getting on the roof on the outdoor stuff, so I don't come tumbling down. Yeah, so...
just because the paramedics and fire's right around the corner doesn't mean we need to call them.
No, that was embarrassing before I got my new ladder that she almost called the fire department to get me off the roof.
Well, actually, it was kind of funny because they were actually pulling in. You got to remember, we are in a 55 and older community, so they do come in frequently.
Yeah, she was going to have them off the roof.
They happen to be passing by, and I was about ready to flag them down and say, can you get him off the roof, please?
Yeah, no, the new ladder's awesome. I recommend that to anybody who's a rig like this.
Yeah.
Even if you are young and agile, it's a great ladder.
It's a great ladder, yeah. Be safe.
Yeah, so that's basically our prepping. We've got so much more to do. Something else coming up, a part of the prep is...
Oh, doggies get to go to doggy groomer and the vet before they leave.
And I'm going to be doing a whole video as soon as we get to our first stop in Las Vegas on our tire monitor system.
Yes.
I just bought a new tire monitor system. That's going to be a video all by itself. I do it now, but you've got to be on the road for a few miles before everything syncs up. So, but I'll kind of start an installation video, and we'll have that coming up probably in another 4 or 5 weeks. So if you're looking at tire monitoring, I did some research. I really like the one I got, and we're going to test it out first before I put it out there for you guys to see. So,
like everything else, we try to test things before that.
Yeah. And we're going to jump to our last talking point, unless there's anything else you had about prep. Nope, not really. I know. Well, we're cleaning. She's looking at the air vents that are filthy at the moment. That's part of our prep.
And living in the desert, I'm looking at the tops of all of this stuff up here going,
but now
I got to dust up there, too.
I already cleaned the vents in the bathroom.
And the bedroom.
And she didn't even have to bug me about it for weeks. So I got that one cleaned all by myself. So yeah.
Well, this year we've had some really heavy duty winds.
Oh my gosh, and dust in Arizona.
Dust, yeah. So living in the desert, and we don't have any real grass or anything around us. So that's dust gets pretty bad.
Right. But the last point: where are we going? And why? I was going to say, where are we going and how are we going to get there?
That too.
No, and
have
why?
You seen gas prices lately?
So. I tried holding my iPad up, but I realized it's so shiny you can't see it. So here is a screenshot of where we have been over the last few years. We have a hole in the middle of the United States.
Right here.
Yeah, the hole basically. Now we've been to Colorado before, but not since we've been traveling in retirement. So this is everything we've been in retirement. So Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa. We haven't so much as driven over their border yet in this fifth wheel. So we're adding Missouri to the mix because Missouri is just an awesome state. But we're basically going to be doing that. And yes, Frank, if you watch this, I need to get a hold of you. We are going to be near and close to your neighborhood. We want to at least get together and say hi, go out to dinner. So Frank and Cynthia, you guys are awesome, and we miss you, and we hope we won't miss you this summer.
Yes.
We're coming for you. No. But anyways, that's part of our travels for the summer. Part of why we chose this, one, I'll jump to the last one first, fuel prices. Last summer we did, now campground to campground, we went over 7,000 miles just going from campground to campground. That's not counting excursions.
And believe me, we felt it.
We're probably closer to 8,000 plus miles, including excursions. Only settling in the middle of the United States, we are about 4,500 miles campground to campground as I've planned it out so far. We'll probably be closer to 5,000. So we're shaving at least quite a few miles off. So for fuel prices, that'll make life a little more manageable.
And I think too is last year, if you watched our videos,
it was epic.
It was epic, yes. And it was tiring. You know, we were actually really glad to get back here to Sunflower and try and rest. And then it was like crazy work camp season. But
now,
we just need time to just sit and relax and.
But I promise you won't be sitting.
Enjoy some really good sightseeing stuff. That'll be fun.
You won't be watching us just sitting out doing nothing. We do have some pretty cool things planned.
Yep.
So I won't mention what they are. They'll just have to be a surprise when we get there. But we do have some cool stuff planned. There are plenty of neat things to see in those states. But we are going to take a little bit slower pace this summer.
Visiting some more family again in Utah and Colorado and Nevada. And Nevada, yes. So
in fact, a very cool place. You don't even know about this yet.
What?
Talk to Aaron. One of the places we're going to go see.
What?
Do I dare say it? I'll make it a secret. We got a cool location in Nevada that very few people get to see. In fact, here's a hint. No one has seen it. Well, I shouldn't say no one. Extremely few people have seen this location in say the last 4 or 5 years. But like 20 years ago, no one saw it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Is that a hint? See if you can figure it out. Let me know in the comment. Anyways,
wow. I don't even know.
Maybe only a small handful of people would have seen it during that time that your average person couldn't see it. I'll leave it at that. All right. So, but we're seeing a bunch of cool stuff, and so that's about it. And the other point of what we're doing is we recently, last January, bought in to Coast and RPI. I might have mentioned that in a recent video.
Yeah, we did.
We're not going to talk a lot about it right now, but we are going to be doing a review at the end of summer to let you know how it went and our recommendations for should you join or should you not join. Right now, I already have some pros and cons, but I'll save it for our final video because it could pan out. But there are some pros, and some of the pros are the Coast to Coast membership, the full Coast to Coast membership parks will not be costing us anything to stay there, and I've already booked quite a few of them. So we are limited how far out we can book them, but we have booked quite a few. And the RPI, I've booked a couple of those, and those have some really cool perks to them as well. So we'll get into that more.
Really looking forward to it. The parks look absolutely amazing.
Sort of beautiful resorts. So we will be talking more about that at the end of summer when we do our final review on it. But that's another thing too, is we're going to save money because fuel prices are going to be up there. We're going to be saving money on camping fees because we're not spending as much as we go.
It'll balance somewhere.
Yeah. So we're hoping it'll all balance out. But we'll give you our take on that when we get to it. So, like I said, this wasn't going to be a long video. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Looking at my notes, nothing I can think of.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered it. We got a lot of work to do. We're hoping to, over the next 4 weeks, in fact, I got my countdown calendar on here too.
He does.
That basically tells you how many days, weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds until we're finally on the road.
We're finally done.
As of right now, I'll post it right there as far as where we're at. We're not excited about getting on the road, are we?
No.
All right.
Not at all.
So that's it for this episode.
I think the puppies will be happy to get on the road.
Oh, yeah. I think they are.
Yeah. Sierra's over here running in her sleep, so...
Oh, yeah. She's already dreaming about all the squirrels she's chasing.
Yeah, all the squirrels. So.
Yeah, so that's it for this video. So don't forget, give us... hit that subscription button. Gotta remember the order now. Yeah, hit that subscription button.
And thumbs up. And any comments, let us know,
Notification
contact
bell.
us. Yep. notification because we post every Sunday at 2
o'clock. Instagram.
Oh.
Facebook.
I hate to say Instagram and Facebook because
and www.ourroadtocamelot.com. You know what?
So behind.
We have 4 weeks to get it going again. So we'll see what we can do by getting those back.
When I said it's crazy work camping season, I mean it.
Oh yeah, we haven't even had time to keep up on those 3 things.
On anything. Yeah. So we're going to be really happy to not be work campers.
But we will be posting again as we go. Dawn takes care of the Facebook and Instagram, and I do the.
I try.
I'll try to get that website back up again. But until then, see you on the road. Safe travels.
Sláinte.